Hello, Interior Alaska. Joe Cook here with your Thursday sports. After 2 road series, the Nanics will finally be back in the Carlson Center this weekend. They played Bemidji State Beavers this weekend, then Alabama Huntsville next weekend to kick off Hockey Week in Fairbanks. The Nanics have been road warriors. This will be the first back-to-back home series for the Nooks since the last week of October and the first week of November. 4 of their next 5 series are at the Carlson. The last time the Nooks and the Beavers met, Alaska tied and then won 5-1 in Minnesota. Home ice couldn't come at a better time for Alaska. They've earned points in their last 5 series. Tyler Morley's coming off a Nanic of the Week performance with 3 goals at Northern Michigan. His little brother Brandon has 3 goals against Northern as well. The first time Alaska has won there in 9 years. This could be the time to go on a run. They are just 4 points behind Bemidji in the conference.
We got to string some wins together. It can't just be one every weekend and maybe get a tie each weekend. We got to start getting a streak together and start climbing the standings.
I don't think we're overlooking these guys. I think we're going to take them seriously. We know what we need to do. I think we had a good week of practice this week in preparation of coming out and playing hard.
It's going to be really important for us to, get out and get off to a good start, get our fans into the game, play the game that we need to play to have success is probably the bigger message that we've had for our team this week.
Yesterday in high school hockey, Monroe and Delta tangled on the ice in the Big Dipper Ice Arena. Scoring was hard to come by because of Nathaniel Brose of Monroe and Bryce Ward of Delta denying scores. But Ben Mock made it a 1-0 game for Delta about 8:30 into the second period. But an answer quickly came thereafter. Garrett Garrett for Monroe with the equalizer after a Mike Coyley and Dylan Steele assist. Brose made 32 saves for the Rams, and they would all count because with 3:51 to go in the final period, Coyley scored the game winner off of the Hunter Heyman assist off the faceoff. The Rams win 2-1 and are now 500, 4-4 in the Greatland, and 6-6 overall.
We needed this one tonight, and it's good to beat them. We lost to them a week and a half ago. And I think we had a game plan set, cover the zone and goals would come, and they did. So props to Michael for getting that goal late, but we did everything we needed to do, and it went well.
And now we go to the hardwood. Last night at Lathrop was the much anticipated first meeting between the Malamutes and Wolfpack. West Valley's Daniel Hornbuckle started strong. It was his 16th birthday. He scored 12 of his 16 points in the first half as West Valley led 31-24 at the break. But Kyle Carlson was a force with 23 points, keeping the Malamutes close despite fouling out in the fourth quarter. Trayvon Brackett was a second half player, scoring 23 of his game high 27 for West Valley to keep the Wolfpack ahead, but Lathrop is a second half team. They chipped away, and Fred and Terrell Ford, his and one, gave the Malamutes their first lead of the game late in the third. He scored 12 of his 14 in the second half. Lathrop outscored West Valley 49-36 in the second half and rallied for a 73-67 victory in the MAC opener for both teams.
We just needed to really come out stronger. We played so flat in the first half that it was just ridiculous. We kept them in the game. And second half, we just came out and had tenacity and actually played hard. I played horrible in the first half, only had 1 point, so I knew we're not going to win if I'm not doing anything in the paint. That's our advantage against these guys. So I had to step up for my teammates.
And in the girls' game, the return of Ruthie Hebert, who transferred from Lathrop to West Valley, and Wolfpack head coach Jesse Craig, who was an assistant for the Lathrop boys basketball team last year. Lathrop trailed 14-8 after 1 and 27-18 at the half. They had balanced scoring. Brooke Lazard and Carly Fitzgerald got 7 points, but West Valley got a jump start, not from Carly Marquez or Hebert, but Teresa Samples, hot shooting, hitting her first 4 shots. She had 12 points. Then Hebert, she went to work with the game high 20 points in this one. Marquez added 10, and the Wolfpack pull away for a 51-32 win.
And it's always one of those games when you come here, it's a big time rivalry. Doesn't matter what the rest of the season is, this game is always a big game. So it's going to prepare us. We have some big games coming up. We have North Pole this weekend, and then beginning of February we go down and play in Anchorage. So each game helps us get a little more experience. We're a young team, and every little bit of experience that we can get is great.
Across town at Hutchinson, the Hawks hosted the Allison Ravens in this World Conference game, the Battle of the Birds, if you will. The Hawks were in control of this one using defense and transitional offense. Michael Benson led the Hawks with 16 points. Allison's Chance Paget, he broke out for a game high 24 points. But the Hawks were not fazed and cruised to a 65-45 victory.
We always want to run. We're a smaller team, so we just like to run, and we just love to run up and down the court. And the number one thing that we have to do is defense, and then we just run we go as soon as possible. Fast break offense.
The Hutchinson girls, however, were in a battle in the first half with the Ravens. Asia Dew led the Ravens with 10 points. Allison trailed just 3 at the half, but Hutchinson made some adjustments and were up 46-30 just 5 minutes into the third. Kiana Edwards had a game-high 15 points for the Hawks, and Taylor Hastings added 14. The Hawks used a big second half to get a 68-47 win over Allison.
We picked it up. We fixed our press in the second half for sure, and played clean, better defense, and made our layups and shots, and we hustled.
And that'll do it for sports tonight. Thanks for rocking with me for a little while. Mike Schultz is next with your full weather forecast, and we'll catch you next time.